Alright, you guys, we're back for another Project Sax episode, and we're on location in Virginia, in Suffolk, Virginia. I said that right, y'all. Now this is the dock. We're right here in a hotel. This is a nice little dock where they have boats and stuff that take you out to the spot where we're close to Virginia Beach. And we're gonna get on with the episode. And here we got Ty on location at the beach here in the hotel. We got Ty over here, and we just having fun. We're just chilling. We just finished marching against the local band. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about saxophones and stuff. So I know how we do. So just Ty, just introduce yourself. Tell a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm a freshman at A&T. I'm a crab here right now at the marching machine. My main instrument is alto saxophone, but switching over to tenor saxophone. So.
Okay. Did you start on alto saxophone?
Yep.
Oh, you started on alto saxophone. And how long you been playing?
I've been playing alto for about 6 years now.
6 years, man. Yeah. And so what inspired you to be a sax player?
Man, no inspiration at all. It was all accidental.
Me personally, I came up in middle school playing the saxophone, so I guess I started in 6th grade, like you?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, 6th grade. So everybody was like, well, pick an instrument. Well, I didn't want to play a brass instrument because I thought it's just a little bit too masculine. You know how you see them dudes with the big muscles and they got just too much muscle? Yeah, I need to be, I need to have a little bit of sensitive in me. I'm a sensitive guy, but I can get down with the bass. I can get down. So that's why I picked the saxophone. It's like a bridge between the two.
See, right about the time when I was about to pick an instrument for my first band class, I tried to choose snare drum.
Snare drum, okay.
Came out right around the time drumline came out.
Yeah.
And they sold it out, so I hopped on the saxophone and fell in love with it.
Oh, okay. Alright. It's not that hard to fall in love with a saxophone now. You got some pretty saxophones out there. But yeah. What's your preference? A pretty saxophone or a saxophone that sounds good?
Saxophone that sounds good.
Yeah, that's me too. Cause a lot of people be making blue saxophones. They make green saxophones. They can tint the mess out of a saxophone, and they can lacquer so many different colors. But on the lines of saxophones, what's your favorite saxophone to play?
Cannonball.
A Cannonball. Okay, you got a specific model like is it the black lacquer, the Raven?
Yeah,
all of them. Okay, all right.
Any one of them. I'm in college right now, so I probably won't be working out right now.
Oh yeah, of course. But a lot of people be like, cannonballs are nice looking instruments, but nice looking instruments are not always the best to play.
They're pretty sturdy.
And yeah, they're pretty good. That's the thing I like about cannonballs. They play good and they look good, so you don't have to be worried about nothing. And they got unlacquered models, so if you want one that don't got no lacquer on it, they got unlacquered models.
Yeah, I'm not big on color anyway, so.
Oh yeah. It's all about the sound, baby, and how you feel when you're playing it.
It is about the sound.
So what do you know about the Mark 6?
Oh man, that's the legendary.
That's legendary.
That's the tenor. That's for me. I would prefer Mark 6 if I had a tenor.
Oh, okay. All right, because I actually played a Mark 6 alto. My friend had his neighbor had a Mark 6 and he wasn't playing it, so he just let my friend borrow it. My friend just loves saxophones, and you can trust people who know what they're doing for the most part. So yeah, he trusted them with it, and I was able to play it. And man, the keys sink in your hand, man. It's a jazz player's ideal instrument, because how I guess brands, they tend to make saxophones like machines now.
Laser cut.
Yeah, it's like it's not so much like everything is there, but it's too much of that.
That's why I really go for the old school models, because they handcrafted.
Yeah, they're not mass produced, and they try to make the newer models look I guess, customized by the, the little tattoos, little engraved tattoos on there, cause they always say it like this. They always say, oh well, you're never gonna get a saxophone that's the same because they're handcrafted.
Hand engraved.
Yeah, I mean. That has really nothing to do with the sound of the horn. It's just the look of the horn. You can't claim to be old school or old school driven if you ain't got. Oh man, oh man. So let's move on to mouthpieces, man. What's your preference in mouthpiece?
Mouthpieces. I came a long way from a student model Yamaha mouthpiece standard to a Meyer.
Meyer.
Then graduated to a Jody Jazz.
Oh, I'm graduating.
Yeah, Jody.
Oh, James.
Jody Jazz.
Hey,
Jody Jazz.
hey, guys, we got James in the background. He another saxophone player. He in the background. He don't want to be on camera right now, but we gonna keep going. We gonna keep going. He gonna make his comments, but yeah, he good too, man. He good too. He just don't want to be on today, so he said he might come back on another day. But what's your ideal mouthpiece now?
My ideal mouthpiece for alto is still gonna be Jody Jazz. But if I switch, I might try. I'm trying to venture towards a metal Duke-off, maybe see how that sounds.
Oh, okay, a metal Duke-off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know. You popped up a name, Gardala, a couple of times. What's
Ferrari of mouthpieces. It's the most,
okay.
I believe, maybe up there with the expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking up some Duke-off mouthpieces yesterday. I saw prices from $200 to $300 on mouthpieces alone.
I don't believe they make those for alto.
They do. They had them for soprano, alto, and tenor.
Well, I'm gonna have to try that too.
And Barry, but I ain't trying to buy them Barry mouthpiece. That's an aftermarket mouthpiece. I'm not trying. At least not now. I ain't got that kind of money. Yeah, man. So who you listen to?
Man, I listen to Lester Young. Everybody knows Charlie Parker, John Coltrane.
Uh-huh.
You got you have the Pops, you have Dave Cobbs, you got
Oh yeah, Cobbs.
You have the legendary Michael Brecker. Who just passed. You have Branford. You have trumpet players Winford. Let me see. I have been listening to lately. I've been listening to a lot of, say, groups, maybe like the Yellow Jackets.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Mitchell. I listen to his solos up there. Yeah, a lot of intricate solos. Maybe, I'm trying to think who else. Maybe even, I'm trying to think of old school players. Let me see.
I know a couple of old school players. Now you got one of my best, my favorite, not best, but favorite artist who has been around for a while, who's played with the old legends. He's more of a crossover type, bring it all to you at once. David Sanborn.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to mention.
Yeah.
Duke-off.
David Sanborn.
He makes the Duke-off work on his album.
Yeah, he got a modified Duke-off, I believe.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Uh-huh.
My Duke-off was actually gonna be modified, but
boy, that Duke-off is dirty. She sound dirty, boy. All his best songs like Slam, Chicago, The Dream, he got some good ones, boy. This I know some old artists. He said he liked Fathead Newman from Ray Charles's band. He was an alto player. He played some good songs. I listened to him.
All those guys are nice.
Let's see. I'm gonna spring out maybe a couple of more names. Fathead Newman. We had King Curtis, who's a hard rock tenor player back in the day. Actually, I wanted to mention him because he died from just some ignorant stuff. He was stabbed in the heart, and he was actually what he was doing. I believe they said that he was carrying an air conditioner to a friend's when he was helping a friend out, I believe, and he was carrying something, and some guys were hanging around there, being obnoxious or whatever, and they had some problems with him. They won't letting him through or something like that, and they killed him and just stabbed him in the heart. And and people like that. I mean, if they knew he was famous, they wouldn't have gave him a hard time. But saxophone players, jazz artists nowadays don't get that kind of shine.
We wouldn't have that kind of popularity as far as
Mhm.
hip hop or other cultures. We have more like a private,
Yeah.
more personal feel
Some people
touch to
think it's
music.
higher class. Yeah.
It's actually higher class because
Yeah.
we might perform in small clubs,
Uh huh.
still get $4,000 a night,
Oh yeah.
but nobody would actually know because
Oh yeah.
the culture that jazz influences on people is
Mhm.
different from
Cause
the
if you go back in the day, you have Duke Ellington and his band, and you got what's his name? His alto saxophone player. Uh, was who is his alto saxophone player?
He had a couple.
I forget his alto saxophone player that Eric Giles goes off of, but
It's not Lester Young.
it's not Lester Young. It is Johnny. Johnny. His name is Johnny something. It's Johnny something.
I can't even remember it, dude. Because Duke Ellington, I just mainly listen to the piano tunes.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I've been going off of the blues lately.
Oh yeah. And then you got two spectrums with jazz, right? You have the improv free, the guys who think that jazz is not from the books, and then you got the guys from jazz who think it is from the book, and you can learn all things about jazz and improv from the book.
Yeah.
Now let's see, Aebersold is he makes all the books and stuff like that, but he's still a beast of a musician. Now, Jamie Aebersold, he's a good musician. But my question to you on this is, what do you think? Is jazz learned in the books, or you gotta feel it to
Jazz
learn it
has
to play
always
it?
been something you have to feel.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
it's first. If you're a true jazz musician, you'll probably be born with it, and then you'll venture towards the more book style.
Mhm.
Most likely, if you're a composer, you may feel your music and put your music out by making it.
Mhm.
Um, I would say just in general, jazz is just a feel of listening to who has come up with jazz, like Charlie Parker, John Coltrane, Miles, all
Okay.
the people that
All
really
right.
invented jazz.
Mhm. So, two last questions, and I'm gonna let you get on here. Um, let's see here. What is your um mouthpiece, reed setup, and your ideal saxophone to play?
Um, for alto, my mouthpiece setup would be a Jody Jazz 7M, um, with the Rico H ligature, and
H
yeah,
ligature. They said that's like the top brand for not brand, but top ligature for jazz right now.
yes, it is. I've seen what's his name? Mike, is it Michael Anderson?
Marcus Anderson.
Marcus Anderson. I seen his setup, and I seen his I could tell just by looking at his performance, he was playing on a Rico H ligature.
Uh huh.
So
Let's see. I tried it. I tried it once. I went to the music store in Greensboro, and I tried it, and it was pretty good. I couldn't really tell the difference because the thing is, I'm warmed up. Every time I try out saxophone, I'm never warmed up for some
yeah,
reason. And you can't get the life and the feeling out the saxophone that you want because you're not warmed up. Your
yeah.
mouthpiece ain't warm or whatever. But I couldn't tell the difference at the time. But I was like, I know this ligature is better than this. I just got to give it time, but I ain't got that kind of money.
And
But
his mouthpieces will cost
oh
money.
yeah, oh yeah, and the mouthpiece I cost didn't cost as much as the most wealthiest person's mouthpiece, or the I guess the most expensive mouthpiece for that matter. But all right, yeah. So what saxophones you playing on? Let's
Oh
see.
man, my saxophone has yet to be upgraded.
Mhm.
Um, my sound for the most say people would think that I'm playing on something more